Welcome to my Week 5 game versus Technetium. Their Terra captains are Wheezing Galar and Floatzel. Floatzel can be water, ice, or dark, and Wheezing can be fairy, normal, or steel. So, looking at this matchup, I decided this was the week for Zarude. He outspeeds most of my opponent's team, everything except Raichu and Floatzel. And those two can't really hit me that hard back. And I know Floatzel at least I'll knock out in one hit. Because the best moves they have for me are Ice Spinner and Alluring Voice, which shouldn't one-shot me. So we've got Zarude as our first Pokemon. We've got Swords Dance. I think I knock out everything except Wheezing after a Swords Dance with either Petal Blizzard or Knockoff. And then we've got Taunt for Gliscor. And we're fast enough to outspeed Thundurus Therian. Next we've got Darkrai. I think he outspeeds my opponent's whole team. Yeah. So we've got Nasty Plot to double our special attack, and then we're just going to start attacking. We have Psychic for Wheezing, because I really want to get rid of Wheezing so Zarude can do its thing. And we've got a Chople Berry, mostly for Focus Blast. Yeah, Focus Blast from either Thundurus or from Go. James is here again. Would you like to say hello, James? No, she's too sleepy. Our next Pokemon is Garchomp. Got Swords Dance, Earthquake, Iron Head, Liquidation. Iron Head is again for Wheezing, because I really want to get rid of it. And we've got Liquidation for Gliscor mostly, but also since they have Pelipper, I'll get a boost on my water moves if the rain is up. So it's also good for Thundurus or Go if it's on a balloon. And we've got a Lumberry so we don't get statused. By Wheezing for Will-O-Wisp is the main concern. Yeah, if I'm inverse Wheezing, I want a Swords Dance, and then even if he Will-O-Wisps of the Lumberry, and then Iron Head does a lot to Wheezing. Next we have Glamora to get Spikes and Toxic Spikes. We've got Mortal Spin to spin away any hazards they set. And Power Gem and Earth Power hits most of his team, at least neutrally. Next is Whimsicott. This is mostly for Gliscor, I think. I wanted Worry Seed to change its ability, because Gliscor is a really good ability, Toxic Heal, where if it's poisoned, it heals every turn. And he usually runs a Toxic Orb to poison himself. But if we change his ability with Worry Seed, then he won't heal and he'll start taking damage by the Toxic he gave himself. We've got Rocky Helmet to deal chip damage on any U-turns or Gliscor. And we've got Encore to stop anything from setting up, like a Gliscor with Swords Dance. A lot of his team with Swords Dance, Brute Bonnet or Urshifu, or like a Nasty Plot from Thundurus. Last we have Empoleon. He's got a rain team, so I want a bulky water type to take all the water type moves. We're max special defense, so we can take on Pelipper. We can also take on Tentacruel really well. And I think we can take a hit from Floatzel. Maybe not if it's like Choice Band, Terra Water, Wave Crash. But if it's not Choice Band, we can take a hit pretty well. And I've got Stealth Rock, because I'm expecting to stay in versus Pelipper or Tentacruel, and then I get a chance to get those up. And even though most of his team resists Flash Cannon, I have Flash Cannon as my main attacking move, again, for Wheezing. Because we really want Zarude to go crazy this game. And this is my team. And here's our game. They didn't bring Urshifu. This is the second person I played that had Urshifu that didn't bring it against me. Which is good for me, because Urshifu's scary. They also don't have Thundurus, Tentacruel, or Raichu. Yeah, so their Terra Captain is going to be Floatzel. And here we go. So we're leading with Glimmora to get hazards, get a Spike, and we live Earthquake with our Sash and get a Toxic Spike down. Toxic Spike only hits 2 of his Pokemon, but it's still nice to have. We go Zarude to try to take an Earthquake, and he shows Scale Shot, which I forgot. I don't even know if I knew that Gliscor got that. But now he's faster, so that's kind of scary. I think I forgot about U-turn, so I wasn't expecting to take that much damage on Zarude versus Gliscor. But we go for Petal Blizzard, and in comes Wheezing. It doesn't pick up the Toxic Spike, so we see its Levitate. And we go to Empoleon as he defogs, so we get a competitive boost. And we take him out with Flash Cannon. Pelipper comes in, and I'm not too scared of Pelipper, so I get Stealth. Oh, I go for Knockoff. Thought I went for Stealth Rock. Well, we go for Knockoff, we find out he's Damp Rock, so the rain's gonna last 8 turns. And he goes for Icy Wind. I don't know if he was expecting me to switch. Here we get the Stealth Rocks. But since he went for Icy Wind and lowered my speed, I get another boost. Special attack is even higher. And we do a lot to Brute Bonnet. I forget if I was expecting Spore here, since he would be faster than me after that speed drop from Icy Wind. Or maybe Close Combat. That was probably it. I didn't want to lose Empoleon, so I'm bringing in Glimmora in case he goes for Close Combat. But he goes for Sucker Punch, so we get a turn with Glimmora, and we get down a Hazard. And we get the Toxic Spike back down. I bring in Whimsicott, knock out Brute Bonnet with a U-turn, and bring Empoleon back in. So I don't have Surf, so we flip turn out, and we bring in Darkrai. And we saw he was Air Balloon, so we know he's not Scarf. So we are able to outspeed and take him out with Dark Pulse. I thought that Darkrai would usually take out Floatzel if it didn't have any hit point investment. But I guess this one does, which makes sense. It's got Swift Swim, it doesn't need that much speed. I probably shouldn't have let Darkrai go down here, because Ice Beam's my best way to deal with Gliscor. But we do enough that Wave Crash Recoil takes out Floatzel. And we go to Whimsicott. So Gliscor can't do anything. Can't set up if it comes in. They go for Icy Wind again. We get another boost on Empoleon. And max special defense, so Hurricane's not really doing any damage. And we managed to take out Pelipper, and we swap back out to Whimsicott. Since Gliscor's the last Pokemon, he can't switch out, so he changes ability. So he's getting hurt by Toxic. And he can't switch out, so he can't reset his ability. And we Encore him into U-turn, so we just have to wait till the Toxic wears him down. But we do get a crit on Moonblast, so we take him out a bit early. Yeah, so that was our game. Zarude didn't do as much as I expected it to. But I guess that's fine. Empoleon did a lot, especially with all the competitive boosts it got from Defog and Icy Wind. And I'm glad that Worry Seed worked out to take out Gliscor. Alright, so that's our Week 5 game. Thank you for watching.